Hey, this is Coach JitFit with JitFit.com. If you like this type of information, make sure to go to JitFit.com/advice so you can see more news and updates about your JIT fitness. Also, make sure to follow so that way you can get the latest information to help you make the best choices so that you can get trim and shape and hit those goals that you're always looking to hit. Okay, today what I want to talk about is how do we burn fat? What does that really mean and what is the best way to do it? Now, before we get into it, I'm going to explain it like this. I'm going to explain that what if losing fat was almost like the same thing as paying off a loan. What? I don't get why that could possibly be. Really weird, but just stick with me and you'll understand what I'm saying. All right. Now, in your body, when you're trying to work out, let's say this is you. Hot, okay? This is you right here. Oops. We'll give you a little bit of a belly to work with. Oh, gosh. Absurd belly. Okay, cool. Let's say this is you. And what's in your belly? Okay, what's in your belly? Now, the types of energy that we have to work with are more people have a tendency to think that, oh, I'm just going to focus on losing fat. I don't want that thing in me. Yep, sure. But you also have other types of energy sources in you to burn, right? You have sugar and you have carbohydrates. I'll put it somewhere in here. Carbs. Now, these are all types of things going on in your body, and you want to break them down. Similarly, how you have a loan is it deals with two pieces. It deals with something called your, let's do this one, your principal. Let me write that out better. Your principal amount and your actual interest amount. And what happens with this over time is as you pay more, you should be paying off over time. As time goes by, you should be paying off your interest and eating into your principal a little bit more and more. So come toward the end, you're eating here, you have very little principal, and your interest rate is also, you're eating into that over and over and over again. So you have a little bit of that too, and you're just kind of eating into the principal and killing it, and that's how we do it. What if the same thing is with fats? And that's what we want to hit. What if your fats are equal to your principal? Now, why I'm saying this, because this is what happens. When you run and your heart rate is not high, or I'm not just saying running, but when you're running and your heart rate right here, actually just draw right here, when your heart rate is pretty low, what's happening is you are burning sugars and carbohydrates, okay? And you're burning sugar and carbohydrates first. And the reason why you're burning them first is because those are very easily accessible, easily digested, easily metabolized. So your body, when your heart rate is low because you're doing something like slow burning, swimming, whatever, running, etc., but over a long period of time, you're burning these two, but it's taking a while. It's like paying off your interest only and not hitting any of the principal. And so you're burning that, but you're not really getting to the fat that you need to get at. And that's why these are effective, but it takes long periods of time, 2-3 hours, whatever runs. That's why you see people who are super trim and cut, but they've been running for a long period of time. Now, another way that we can do it is we can do this. So low heart rates or not high heart rates are things like running. Okay? Now, if you want to really hit into the fat high or hard, you have to get your heart rate bumping, moving really hard. Because what happens is your body will just go for the fat. it's stored with higher condensed energy, and your body wants to break that because it is working really, really hard. And that would be as if you're breaking through the interest, you're breaking through the carbohydrate, the sugar, and you're immediately going for the fat, the principal amount. And this is what's going to happen. Your body is starting to eat into your principal interest rate or your loan or whatever. It's starting to eat into your fat, and it's eating it faster and faster and faster and taking it out. However, the problem with this is when you do high intensity stuff where your heart rate is going berserk, is that you can't do it for 2 hours straight like you do running. So you have a slow burn thing, which eats a lot more calories but not as much fat, and you have high intensity stuff like jump rope or HIIT training, right? So this would be an example. I'll say jump rope, and HIIT, high intensity interval training, HIIT training like that. And that will make your heart rate spike up, so your body's eating into the fat more. And you can do that that's why people say that if you do about 30 minutes of jump rope, it's almost equivalent if you were running for an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever like that, because your heart rate is going crazy. Now, that's why I always recommend doing some type of lifting as well and kind of doing all these workouts. But a way we can get to HIIT training is we could do that. You could do JitFit. And that is a way that we can burn into our fat. It's 30 minutes with a stretch at the end. But by doing this HIIT JitFit training, our heart rate is going up, and it's going up consistently for 5 minutes at a time. 1 minute rest, do it again, 5 minutes up, rest. We're doing this pattern right here. And so your body is now eating into the fat because it needs that energy stored in it to burn off, and that's how we're going to get a little bit trim and how we're going to get back into shape and how we're going to hit goals. So my suggestion for you is go to trial. Go to jitfit.com/trial. And go try one. Go try one for yourself. See how your heart rate feels. And if you want, message me, and I'm happy to put you on our track that will have my JitFit Jane robot automatically send you different types of workouts based on your rating of the previous one, and it'll constantly just calibrate it so you're right in the zone where you need to be. But doing this is how we're going to do that. Okay? If you found this super informative, make sure to go to jitfit.com/advice or message me, and I'm really happy to help you out and to show you what else we can do to help you hit your goals. Cool? Thanks.